Hey, Brian, how's it going, man?
Hey Lee, how are you this evening?
Hey, we've opened up our webinar so that people can join us. So we're going to give that, as usual, a few minutes to see who joins us. I was looking here on my video, man. I have lost some weight, Brian, since in the last 2 weeks. I've lost
Good
about
for
15
you.
pounds, and it's like, ooh, this jacket's looks huge. Hey, what a deal,
Good
huh?
for you. Good
Yeah.
for you.
So getting on that workout again, but anyway, we're just hanging out here just for a few minutes until it is now officially 6 p.m. And we'll just hang out here waiting for our participants to join our live webinar here.
Well, I'll
We
tell you
have
what,
some
it certainly is nice having some high-speed internet out at my location now. It's making life a lot easier.
Oh man, your life has changed, hasn't it?
It has for a certain.
Well, I am. I will occasionally drop a little bit. I'm on Starlink, which is really, really fast and really, really good, except when it switches satellites. And every 15, 20 minutes, it has to pick up a new satellite. So, but for the most part, hey, it's been wonderful. And maybe one of these days I'll get a fiber line out here in the woods. So,
It has
anyway,
made a world of difference.
it has, it's 6:01, so we're still going to give this just a few more minutes we are expecting a few more people that I don't see that have joined yet, but we do have people on the line. We are also live on YouTube out there, just FYI, and we'll get started. It's been a busy day in the neighborhood in regards to the energy world. I know, Brian, you're swamped with customers on your list there. Even though the prices are just through the roof in the electricity world, you still got to have it. I mean,
You got to have it. And
so
people are simply looking for the best deal they possibly can find,
right,
and they can find it here at Amerigee Energy for sure.
right. So, unfortunately, you get up every morning and you look at the rates and shake your head and go, "Okay, who's going to be the best deal today?" And
Exactly.
I
Changes
appreciate
daily.
I appreciate you keeping an eye on those residential prices. And matter of fact, I still got to add, we've got a new supplier, Flagship. I'll be adding to our main website by this weekend. And they're new on the block. And man, kudos to them for jumping in at this time in energy history in the state of Texas.
Amen to that. Not, but Rob Cantrell, who is kind of running Flagship Energy, he is not new to the business, though. I mean, he has
Exactly.
a lot of years experience, and so I have a lot of confidence in that REP. So we're looking forward to having a nice relationship with him.
Right. So as we still kill it 1 more minute here before we get officially started, that is something that we do here at Amerigee Energy is that we're pretty picky on who we pick as REPs to be our leads, but we do. I think we have right at 30 relationships that we use on a daily basis um, on our commercial side and on a residential side, and um, so it is 6:04. So we're going to officially begin. I want to welcome everybody that has joined us for this live webinar on how to become an energy broker with Amerigee Energy. My name is Lee Miller. I'm a partner with Amerigee Energy based in the big city of Lufkin, Texas. We just got our license renewed today, Brian. We're good for another 2 years with the state of
All
Texas.
that, yeah.
We have to be licensed. And I want to welcome to our webinar, Mr. Brian Compton, also partner in Amerigee Energy. Welcome, Brian.
Thanks, Lee. So, first of all, I want to talk about what is Amerigee, how it got started, just briefly, kind of give you a little bit of background on this. Amerigee was started out of necessity. And what do they say about invention? It is, things happen because of necessity, and necessity is the mother of invention. And so Amerigee Energy is no exception to that rule. And so we were created out of necessity just a little over almost 4 years ago. Can you believe it's been that long?
It's
And so
amazing.
that necessity was brought about by a company that Lee and I were with before, who had changed directions, and we'll just leave it at that. And the direction that was changed to was not in favor of either us or our customer. And through some encouragement by Mr. Miller, Amerigee Energy was formed when Lee said, Brian, we can do this ourselves. And so Amerigee Energy was formed. And so because of that, it's just been a wonderful business experience for Lee and I in going down this road. And so that's what
Yeah.
Amerigee is. And Amerigee is a full energy brokering firm. We deal with everything from a guard light to the very largest of solar energy. Within the Amerigee umbrella, we have MCF Solar. So we're doing solar as well, which we'll talk about in a little bit, just in a minute. But all types of energy we're involved in. And Lee, and my perspective is, if you don't stay ahead of the curve in the energy world, you're going to be behind. So our posture has been and will be in the future is to continue to look for alternative to the, what's considered the norm in the energy world. We're going to look for other options for our customers. The number one priority with Amerigee Energy is our customer. And so we take our customer gathering and taking care of our customers very seriously. So what does Amerigee Energy offer to our customers? Well, it's multiple things. Very quickly, go through these. Number one, we want to offer our customers multiple choices. When Lee and I were with this other company, literally they had one choice. And so what we were able to offer our customer is two options: take it or leave it. And we didn't like that very much, because a lot of the times when to deal with our customers and to take care of our customers, we needed more than one choice, and we didn't have it, because there are always REPs, or retail energy providers or electric providers, that offer a better rate. And our customers, they simply want the best deal that's on the market. They don't necessarily care whose name is on the invoice. They just want to make sure that it is a good company that takes care of their energy needs. Amerigee Energy vets these companies. We go through a process by which we make sure that they're reputable. We deal with them. We sit down with these guys knee to knee, eyeball to eyeball, and we make sure that we have a good relationship with them, because they'll be helping us take care of our customers. So multiple choices, the lowest rates that are possible. Again, that's what the customer is interested in, is getting the lowest rates. Now, right now, so many people are going through sticker shock when they're coming off of contracts that have been in existence for the past 1, 2, 3 years. But for the last year in particular, we've seen an increase in electricity costs that have almost doubled. And so people that are coming off of a 3-year term that they had a rate at 8.5 or 9 cents are now seeing a lot of the companies that they're with at 18, 17, 18, and 19 cents a kilowatt. And it's just shocking them. Well, what Amerigee Energy does is we offer a much more competitive rate than what the traditional incumbent providers offer. So we've got a provider today, and we deal with this on a daily basis. I look at rates, and Lee looks at rates each and every morning to make sure that the customers that we sign up that day for whatever contract they want, a 1, a 2, a 3-year agreement, are getting the best rate that they're going to be able to get for that contract. And so for today, for example, one of our companies had a 13.8 delivered, which includes the encore delivery charges at a 2,000 kilowatt rate. That's what they offer today on a 36-month contract. We looked at a lot of other companies, and so many of them are quite a bit higher than that. So that's what we offer our customers. Like I said, we do residential and commercial, all sizes, no matter what the size is in the residential or commercial area. We're offering them those products that best fit their needs. On the commercial side, daily matrix that we get, we're able to offer those to our customers. And again, try to ensure that they get the best rate that's on the market. Again, it's all about that. We have taught our customers to shop. And so what we want to do as brokers is do the shopping for them and lead them in the right direction for their individual needs. We know what our customer needs. And so it's up to us to provide them with the best rate possible. And again, as Lee alluded to just a minute, well, he didn't allude to it, he simply said it. We've got a new REP that's coming into the Amerigee family, and it's called Flagship Energy. And so we know the owner of the company actually very well. They've just started this company. And so we're going to give them a try simply because we've already vetted the owner. We know him. We know what he's done in the past. We know what he's capable of doing. And we know that when he says he's going to do something, he's going to do it. And so that's huge for us. That is an absolute necessity, because you as potential brokers and those that already are brokers with our firm will understand that that's the way we take care of our customers. Okay. So traditional business that we do, taking care of our customers and their electrical and in some cases natural gas needs. Now, because of the increase in the price of electricity, which is all determined by natural gas, coal, all of those different factors come into play, solar is now beginning to make sense for people. Where when electricity was, 7.5, 8 to 9 cents a kilowatt, where you could buy electricity for that on the open market and getting a nice long-term agreement for that price, solar didn't make a lot of sense. Now that energy, like I said today, now that energy is at 13.8, which is pretty much the best you could possibly find today for a 3-year agreement, solar is now beginning to make more sense for the customer. So what does MCF Solar do? Lee is doing a tremendous job of analysis and recommendation for customers who are looking at solar. We have the latest technology in global satellite imagery, which can tell us exactly the posture that the solar panels need to be in, if it makes sense for that particular property for solar to be effective for a day in and day out basis. So we're using all the modern technology that's out there to see if solar is right for the customer. And so what we do at MCF Solar is we basically engineer a platform and plan that is individual for each and every residence as well as commercial property to make sure that it's right. And we offer very lucrative compensation for our brokers that bring MCF Solar those customers. In conjunction with Amerigee Energy, those solar customers will need to be on the grid for non-usage hours of solar. And so we offer plans that compensate and take advantage of those off solar times for that customer. So we can tailor literally anybody's individual electricity need to whatever it is that they need and have. And so in a combination of Amerigee Energy and MCF Solar, we can take care of a residence or a commercial property's electrical needs, no matter how little or no matter how great that need might be. And so we're postured ourselves for the future, not only the immediate needs of our customers, but their future needs as well. Lee and I have, based on both of us, we've got over 20 years of experience in the energy world. And so it's something that's not new to us, and we can take care of our customers. So why become an Amerigee energy broker? Why would you want to do this? Well, as we have talked about with so many of our brokers, and so many people understand, number one is passive residual income. You can refer customers, and over the life of that contract, you'll be paid in a residual form for the length of that contract and beyond, for renewals, for solar, for literally in perpetuity, because that solar customer is going to have an REP attached to the solar product so that they can operate off of peak solar times. So that is the biggest thing, is that passive residual income. Number two is is really taking control of your own time. The one thing about operating your own business and being a broker with Amerigee Energy is you absolutely control your own time. When you're working, you're working. When you're not, your time is your own. And so one of the things that I learned early on in self-employment and in the energy business is your time is the most valuable commodity that you have. And no one is going to pay you what you feel like your time is worth. Your time is your time. You need to decide what it's worth. And through passive income, you can determine your time and how much time you want to spend on it. Again, offering great rates for your customers as well as yourself, because you're going to participate in this energy program as well as your customers. And then obviously we do have a team building incentive and bonuses to 2 levels that we can discuss in greater detail with you as you determine whether this is possibly the right path for you. And as we talk and go back and forth with potential brokers, let's see if it's a right fit for both of us, because it's not a good deal unless it's a good deal for both of us. So we have some networking options available to you, and so, which is a little bit different now for us, and it's something that we've started just a few months ago. But I think a lot of our brokers appreciate the fact that they can bring some folks in to work with them and be compensated in a residual income, passive residual income off of what they do as well. And so how do you get started?
Well,
how do you get started and join us? Yeah, go ahead, Lee.
Yeah, let me just be clear real quick. This is not an MLM. This is not what we have come from. Just want to be, some people go, oh no, I don't want to do that. No, this is traditional business.
Absolutely.
It just has the opportunity to be a sales manager and to have a team under you.
Absolutely.
That's all it is. So
very good.
On to how do you get started?
No, yeah, absolutely. And that's why we say it's to 2 levels. It's just people helping people make passive income, but it is not an MLM, and we don't even market ourselves as an MLM. We didn't even register as an MLM because that's not what we are. So how do you get started? Some of y'all are out there going, Brian, just tell me how I get started. Show me the money. Well, here's how you get started. Lee's going to put up some contact information. This was just basically an expository of what is Amerigee Energy and give you a little taste of what we do and what we can do for you. But to get to the nuts and bolts of this, it's something that we're going to want to discuss with you on a personal level and talk with you and see. Let's just make sure it's a right fit, because we do have some things that we're going to request and require that you do as one of our brokers. So Lee's going to put up some contact information for me and for him, including email addresses where we can get together. You may want to have somebody that you want to have see this particular Zoom call, and we will be doing another Zoom call next week. So you can feel free, and Lee will send you those links via our Amerigee Facebook page, via our Amerigee website, and via your own personal email. Lee can give you that information. So to get started, it's pretty simple. Give us a call or send me an email so that we can talk and show you how to get started. Literally, you can get started tomorrow, because Lee and I are already registered brokers. We have all of the proper paperwork and all the proper licensing in place. So you literally can start tomorrow. But there's a few things that we need to discuss first to make sure that we're the right fit for each other. So feel free. Lee has already put up that contact information. Please feel free to give Lee a call, me a call, send us an email once a good time to make contact with you, and we will absolutely do that. Amerigee Energy is one of the fastest growing brokers in the state of Texas, and we're proud of that. We are becoming recognized among all the REPs. We've got REPs that are now calling us, asking us if we would offer their service. And so now we're in a situation to where we can be picky and choosy about picky and choosy. Is that right? Yeah, we can be picky. We can pick and choose who we would like to represent. And that's a nice place to be. And so I thank the Lord for that he's put us in this situation. So contact us, guys, and we will get back with you. And so I'm going to turn it over to a much leaner Lee Miller and let him finish out this call.
Okay, thanks, Brian. And I know that was a shotgun. Our goal was to get this in less than 30 minutes. We've done that so far. That was 20 minutes, Brian. Great job. So we are in an expansion mode. We have the software systems to be able to handle this, to help you to sell electricity to your friends, your family, your neighbors, the businesses down the street, basically anybody that if you want to do this full-time, part-time, we're ready to help you get after it. Currently, we have 24 others just like us that are just like you that are working with us as brokers in the Amerigee Energy family that is helping us to grow. We are members of TEPA, the Energy Professionals Association, and we hold our certifications there as well. And you will have the opportunity to do that as well, to become a certified energy consultant. That information is over in the chat. And so if you will click the chat button, you should see a little chat come up, and maybe I didn't put it in the right place, Brian. So I will try that again. I think I just sent to you and me, Brian. How about everyone? There it is. Thank you for passing that information on. Now that should pop up for everybody in the chat. I appreciate you guys pointing that out to me. I got bombarded there. So we appreciate you. And for those that are watching over on YouTube, check in the YouTube comments area, and we'll put that information there for you to view that in the comments. So with that, Brian, I think we pretty much covered the real basic things.
We've given them a taste, haven't we?
That's right. So this is Brian and I combined well over 20 years in this business. And if you're a newbie, or if you're somebody that has past experience in the energy business, we would love to talk with you. We now have the software and systems so that we can make this expansion a little bit more painless for Brian and I. Just to put this out there, Brian, you and I started this, did not have any intention of bringing any one else aboard to do this. You and I were just going to do this, and then we got bombarded with people that said, hey, please bring us along too. And there are 24 others so far that have joined our team across the Texas, primarily ERCOT market. We can't play in other markets in the country, but our focus is the ERCOT market in Texas. So I'm going to wrap that up for right now, Brian, and feel free to share this recording. I will also, let's see if I can share that YouTube link of this particular recording real quick. And for those in our chat, that may be the easiest way for you guys to share this with some others that you might have that want to join your team. That's where this will be at the end of this conversation.
And that link just showed up. Yes, sir.
Well, we will try to do this probably every Thursday. We'll probably shift another time or so that a couple of other people can join us at different times. And this is a limited opportunity. We only have a certain number of slots that we can take. This is not an unlimited, I don't know, Brian, if we could handle 120 people, that might be a little big. We want to be very careful in our growth and concentrate on helping those. Brian and I have only a certain number of hours to go around. So please give us a call. And I think that's it. Anything else, Brian?
Lee, I think we've covered what the basis for the beginning opportunity, and we can discuss with each individual, what their goals and desires might be. And let's see if we're a good fit and they're a good fit for us.
All right, for Brian Compton and Lee Miller with Amerigee Energy, we want to bid you good night and God bless.
Good night.